Hello and welcome to 𝗬𝗂𝐴. Here you're going to find nothing less than genuine, unedited gameplay and fact-based, honest reviews. All that I ask from you in return is that you comment below what your thoughts are on the game and what you liked or what you think is missing from it. What's up guys, how you doing? I'm 𝗬𝗂𝐴 and you won't believe this because it just came out of nowhere. Still Alive Studios, the guys who have been working on Bus Sim 16, 18, 21. They have come out with a brand new game, or it's going to release on the 5th of December 2023, called Tram Simulator Urban Transit. Now, I guess what's happened here is where they tried to put trams into Bus Sim 21, some clever spark went, well, hang on a minute, we've basically built a totally new type of game here. Now, rather than trying to rip people off like many game developers will do, if you own Bus Sim 21, I believe you will get access to this game for free. And likewise, if you own Tram Simulator Urban Transit, you will get access to the DLC and Bus Sim 21. Well, something like that. I'll have to clarify that at a later date. But yeah, the game, they sent the game over. I'm going to jump in and have a good look at it today. Now I'm using an Xbox controller. I don't know if you picked that up on the camera. The camera's not showing, damn it. When the camera comes on, I'll show you that I'm using an Xbox controller. One of Steam's new features is, I forget what they call it now, Steam, let's call it ergonomic, that's not what it's called, but basically, rather than just having A, X, Y, B controls, there are different controller states. So if you're in a car, all the buttons on your controller will do different things. If you're walking on the pavement, all of the buttons on your controller will do different things. This is something that I brought up previously with Farm Sim 17 onwards, where they changed their controller combination system into an XML format, whereby if you bind a button at the top of the list and then bind it again at the bottom of the list, the one at the bottom of the list will take over the one at the top. So that's what this ergonomic thing is meant to do from Steam, is it gives you different states. And Farm Sim was brilliant at that until Farm Sim 17, where they completely cocked it up and ruined it for many players, literally. So I'm glad to see that Steam have done something about it. Maybe it's possible that by utilizing that system with Farm Sim 22, we'll be able to go back to the way it was before. That would be fantastic. That's something I need to look at. I literally just had that idea. Anyway, this is an introduction that's already like 3 minutes long, which is longer than most of you can concentrate for. So let's jump in and look at Tram Simulation Urban Transit. First look, never played it before. So I'm going to try and use the Xbox controller. I have, would I like to enable Google Analytics? No, I wouldn't, strangely. I have had issues with this new Steam ergonomic system on Construction Simulator. It's completely screwed up all of my buttons and nothing seems to work properly. Now, I don't know whether I can fix that or how I go about fixing that, but it'd be interesting to see whether I have the same issues here on this game. So let's begin with body type. Lady, I'll tell you what, the modelling on the character seems better than it does in Bus Sim 21. In fact, the entire environment seems a lot more solid and less blurry than it is in 21. That's quite exciting. How do I do this then? Okay, so I get to pick from all of these guys. I guess that's kind of me there. Head. Kind of me again. Skin tone, pasty white boy. Pasty white boy. That would be racist in today's terms, wouldn't it? I'm going to have to go with that because that's basically how I'm dressed today. Because it's bloody freezing in here. So we're going to rock and roll with that. Facial hair. I had a shave this morning, so there should be no facial hair, baby. Hair color. Kind of that. Kind of that. Something like that. Okay, RB, we can change our outfit. Well, that's weird because the pictures, oh, I see, it's sleeve. So long sleeve with buttons down the middle, a jumper, a t-shirt, shirt and tie. Oh, bit of clipping there. I still have breasts. Why do I still have breasts? Are they moobs? Have I got moobs? Damn it, I've got moobs. Right, let's change the pants. Those ones I like best. Those shoes are pretty groovy. Two tones. Accessories. Oops, what happened there? Accessories. Shades kind of suit me. Primary material. Yeah, I'm going to go for a white t-shirt. This changes my hat and my shoes. They have to match, of course. Yeah, in homage to my great Granny Brockman. I think we're going to go with that. Tertiary colour. It's going to be my trousers then. That's pretty smart. I reckon I could rock into any Scottish bar dressed like this. Right, multiplayer, new game, driving school. Let's go driving school. I'm quite excited by this, in case you hadn't noticed.
Oh, hi. I'm Tony, your driving instructor. I
Tony.
see you've already taken your seat in our high-tech driving simulator. Since it takes a while to load, I'd like to say that the whole virtual experience can be overwhelming.
This is cool.
Don't get nervous. It's just a simulation. All the controls and rules you'll learn are 100% like in the trams, or streetcars as we US guys would call them, that you'll be driving for Angel Shore's public transport. Oh, this machine takes forever.
How cool is this? By the way, the game $16.99 on the 5th of December.
It's a project my daughter Sam is working on with some friends of hers. Maybe one day they'll make a full game out of it. Isn't it amazing? So, let's begin our first lesson. A tram is more than just a bus on rails. You need to learn some other behaviors and features that a tram has. First, let's get this massive vehicle moving. You'll notice that the tram accelerates differently than cars or buses. As you're pushing or pulling the lever, the rate of acceleration and deceleration is much slower. Additionally, the whole movement depends on the vehicle's weight and the friction between our wheels and the tracks. But don't worry, we'll get into that later. And always remember, trams are forbidden to go in reverse. Maybe that sounds strange to a newbie like you, but you'll get used to it.
Forbidden to go into reverse,
If you want to change your view, you can switch between first and third person. Here on this road, we have a speed limit of 50 miles per hour. Try to always stay under the speed limit, or you'll end up with some fines to pay. In the city center, we have a speed limit of 30 miles per hour, so keep an eye on it.
Right, I was just waiting for him to stop talking so I could say my first complaint. This is a complaint I've said about Bus Sim 21. Now you see I'm looking dead ahead and I press change camera. I immediately come out and I'm slightly off to the side and I look round at the tram and I go, oh, this is cool, I like this. I'm going to go back in the cockpit. Now I'm facing the wrong way. So what happens is whatever way you're looking is where the camera will slot out at. I've never really liked that. I would much prefer this camera to stay where I leave it and this camera to start wherever I left it. So there's my first complaint, okay? It's a cosmetic issue, but it in terms of recording and just, you know, user experience, I think it's better not to do it the way they've done it. That's all I'm saying. Right, let's get this bad boy rolling. Maximum power. Can you hear that? So this is cruising speed. We're neither accelerating or braking. I guess something like that will hold our speed at 30 mile an hour. You'd say when we're in town, 30 mile an hour.
Pay attention to turns. During turns, you must moderate your speed, or it won't be just your passengers who complain. Our new warning system will inform you in advance if the speed you're approaching a turn at is too high. Watch out for the red signal flashing and the somewhat annoying sound. If you don't like it, I have a simple solution.
Drive slower.
Try out these new systems for a while, and then we can move on to the next challenge.
I've got to say, I'm really liking the audio. It sounds really good. It looks really good. I know there's no traffic and there's hardly any pedestrians, but I mean, this is very much feeling good. Really good. I'm really liking it. I'm already impressed. So, theoretically, we're just going to keep going for a while until it tells me to turn or something. Now, I know I'm only doing 30 miles an hour on a 50 mile an hour road, but I'm trying to work out where we're going. Let's go a little bit faster. I think that was a red light. Oops. Jumped to red light. Yeah, I did. I jumped to red light. Wow. This is going to be really tricky. How can I possibly travel at 50 mile an hour? I guess I'm going to have to slow down when I know that there's traffic lights coming up. There's the Still Alive logo. Very cool. Very cool. Ooh, our first corner.
When you drive in the city, you need to use the switches to decide which turn to take.
Oh my god,
you
really?
also need to use them in advance of the turn. They are now activated for driver control. You should also use the indicators before you actually turn to help the traffic know where you're gonna go. Take a
Where
minute
we're going too
to try
fast.
out these functions.
I don't know if I did that or not. How do I know if I'm changing the switches? I can't really... How do I do indicators? Oh my god. If you press left on the D-pad, that's what comes up. So I'm going to try and keep under 30 miles an hour because we're in the city. And there's a turning coming up, so I'm going to try and turn left. But it says use L. Oh, it's making me turn left anyway. What should we do next? So the next one goes left. I'm going to try and turn it to right. There you go.
Great. So, now it's time to get serious. We're going to test your knowledge on driving a route for the first time.
Oh my
Follow
God.
the line and arrive at the tram stop in time. Remember to consider the speed limits. If you drive too far off the line or take too long, I will respawn you on the track.
Okay. I don't know what the speed limits are, if I'm being honest. It says drive the highlighted route. Okay. So RB and LB are the indicators. So we're going straight up. Oh, this is actually quite demanding. Oh, we're speeding. We are speeding. I see. Bottom left-hand corner. Okay, so I'm indicating right. A little bit too fast. This is hard. Stop indicating. A little bit faster. When you go downhill as well, it speeds you up. Going up hills makes you go slower. This is quite challenging. I don't mind admitting I feel a little bit out of my depth. This is way harder than driving a bus. Okay, 37, 39. So down in the bottom left-hand corner, It tells you when you're speeding, but it doesn't tell you what the speed limit is. Can't quite figure out which way I'm going next. Going right. There's a lot to remember. There's an awful lot going on. I think I went the right way. God! Kind of stressful. Speeding again. I would very much like to have control of that lever on a proper lever, like a HOTAS controller or something. I think that would make the whole experience feel a little bit more realistic. Those mirrors are spot on. They are really sharp and really clear. Maybe my field of view is a little bit too shallow. I wonder if I could change that. Let's have a look. Settings, gameplay. Oh, track IR. Forgot about track IR, that would be cool. General settings. Maybe it's probably driving. User interface. Okay, so UI speed warning in turns is only showing in third person at the moment. Now that's interesting because he told me there was going to be an alert, didn't he? So I think maybe that's a mistake. That shouldn't be set that way. Possibly, don't know. I'm guessing. Using logic as my guide. Audio visuals. Let's try that. Graphical settings. First person field of view. Right, let's put this up to 120. That's as high as it goes. Goes higher. Has that changed? I don't know if that's changed or not. Put it up higher still. I'd like to be able to see the wing mirrors if I can. Audio visual graphics setting. Nope. Advanced. First person field of view. Goes up to 130. Okay, that's maximum. Yeah, I think I prefer 130, but I still can't see the wing mirrors and stuff. Okay, so it must be a 50-mile-an-hour road.
Let's proceed with the next lesson.
What's the next lesson?
In this lesson, we'll practice how to properly operate streetcar stops. In Angel Shores, we now have a very dense network of stops that you'll need to cover with tram lines. Depending on the time of day and the habits of the citizens, there will be more or fewer passengers waiting for you at the stops. Your job is to pick them up one at a time and drive them safely and reliably to their stops. We'll be testing that now in the simulator here. For this, I'm going to have pedestrians appear. You've been assigned to a line with your streetcar. Follow it and stop at the marked stops.
Rogery dodgery. Let's get going. I'll try and stay at about 30 miles an hour. Turning as a left, please. I can't change it left. So we've got our first stop coming up.
Activate the turn signal to indicate that you want to stop at the stop. Then, brake slowly. When you've come to a complete stop, you can open the doors and let the passengers board. Never forget to close the doors before you start driving again.
Roger that. Open the doors with X. Go to external camera, everybody's getting on. This is absolutely awesome. Close the doors with X.
Very well done. It's a good habit to also ring the bell before starting, so the nearby pedestrians and traffic are aware of you starting again. And don't forget about the indicators. The better your SIR stops and the better your driving skills are, the better your rating will be. And that will then bring a lot of money into the company's budget. So make sure you follow the traffic rules and drive in the best possible way.
This is really hard. There's so much to think about. It's so much more demanding. Here we go, I think we're off. So much more demanding than just driving a bus. Driving a bus is easy in comparison to this. Quite different. Right, so we're kind of maintaining 30 miles an hour. Coming up to a turn here.
Managed to hit myself on the head with a banjo. Don't ask.
Emergency headquarters.
This is really challenging. This is why I think the two cameras should be isolated. Because when I want to go back in, I don't want to be looking the wrong way, and when I come out, I don't want to be looking the wrong way. So if they can make that little change, that would be superb. I know what they're doing; they're moving the camera, but it wouldn't take too much code to sort that out. I know it to be true. Right, closing the doors. Anyone who's not on is late. Indicate out. We'll press the bell. We'll start accelerating. We not run anyone over. We haven't even tried this with cars yet.
Next stop, Fifth Avenue.
Oh, God, that person there very nearly got run over. This is harder than Train Simulator. This is harder than Bus Simulator. This is really good. This is a really good challenge. Overloaded my brain right now. You see how badly I stopped there. I don't know what happened to the person who was crossing the road. Hey, look at that. They're going round the tram and onto the crossover lines. That's really good AI movement. I'm quite impressed with that. But it won't let you drive off until the doors are shut, so that's good.
Next stop,
Oh, that's a bit finicky. Sometimes flicking the left controller to the left doesn't actually get you to go left. Causes a few problems. Come on, peeps. Sometimes it flicks back to the original thing. Oh, come on, lady. Things to do, places to be. Thank you.
South Mall East.
This is great. Oh, I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed.
Last but not least, we need to think about people who use wheelchairs and
Oh,
want
God.
to board our trams.
Here we go.
That's why we have ramps that can be activated when a passenger requires them. So please be mindful at upcoming tram stops to ensure that everyone can easily board and unboard the tram.
Lost a little bit of score there for something or other. I don't know what. Sure it was justified. I'm supposed to be giving way to traffic, but I'm absolutely not. Hit the brakes.
Really? I won? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, so there's no disabled passengers there. And I don't really know how to turn on the disabled passenger thing. Okay, they're doing some weird stuff in front. Tram. Why is everyone walking in front of the tram? Because I'm blocking the cross point. Yeah, I think they could do a little bit more with that. I mean, logically, they'd just cross, wouldn't they? They wouldn't walk down the middle of the road to get to the crossing point. So that's almost good AI, but not quite. It's quite annoying. Doors shut. Ding ding. Away we go. Don't get any points for that.
Next stop, Corino Avenue.
Right. I'm starting to settle into it a little bit. I'm starting to panic a lot less. It's hard being a tram driver. I had no idea quite how difficult this is. I've played tram sims before,
Inspection today.
and I don't think they captured it quite as well as this. I feel like overloaded and overwhelmed a lot of the time. Maybe it's because I don't have a proper controller helping me or whatever, but yeah, it's quite intimidating. Wheelchair user. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Oh, I overshot that quite a bit. Because we're downhill. That's really cool. Now, are they going to be able to get on? Bearing in mind I'm so far away from the stop point. How do I lower the disabled ramp? Settings, controls, vehicle functions, ramp is G. Really? G? I don't have a G on my Xbox controller. That's not that helpful. Right, I'll press G. So there's the ramp coming down, and here comes the disabled passenger. Now that's, again, a little irritating because, well, for one, where's the ramp gone? Kind of vanished. But for two, if she doesn't move from the side of the road, how am I supposed to know if she wants to get on the tram or not? Yeah, that's behaving most oddly. I think the ramps are broken. It's got a couple of days before the game releases, so don't worry. I'm sure they'll fix that. I think it thinks the ramp is still out. Yeah, it does.
Oh my, I'm late. Again.
There we go. A few little bugs.
Next stop, Dock 1.
But mostly pretty solid. So it's much easier to stop now because we're not on a hill. So that's good physics. I like that. Really? No one's getting off. Oh, that's the wrong button and open the doors again. Right, so it's indicate left because we're coming out. Then right because we're going right. It's maybe the last stop, I'm not sure. Indicating too early there, really.
Dock 1.
Right on time.
How do I know when she wants the ramp down as well? That's another problem. Well, I've got to admit it, I think this is absolutely brilliant. I think they've really nailed this.
Next stop, Harbor Administration.
If I can get the game working with a HOTAS controller, I think it's going to feel really authentic. Look at the size of that whopping great big ship. People bloody crossing in front of me. It's awesome. So much to look at. I can't wait to get head tracking on this. Like I say, the HOTAS controller. I think the whole experience is going to be really quite spectacular. This is the last stop, everybody.
Harbor Administration.
I haven't tried this with traffic yet. That's going to be interesting. See you later, everybody. Oh, hang on. Let's put the ramp down. It's the last stop. Yeah.
You've now finished the second lesson and learned how to serve tram stops. Next, we'll take a closer look at some more advanced tram features and how to handle emergency situations.
Emergency situations. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe it. They really have made an awesome game.
So, let's dive into a crucial aspect of operating a tram: safety.
Yes.
It may seem obvious, but keep in mind that you're at the helm of a massive 70,000-pound steel beast that's powered by sheer force. Taming it can be quite a challenge. That's why we've equipped you with an emergency brake to help you handle dangerous situations with ease.
Very wise.
But it also has some drawbacks. After use, the air pressure tanks need some time to refill and release the brakes, and your passengers will not be amused by the harsh braking. Understandable, right?
Right. So, according to this, the harsh braking emergency brake is spacebar. So, and how do I turn off the hazard lights? Oh, so it's telling me B is my emergency brake. Is it? I don't know. Oh, does it just want me to go now? So I wasn't supposed to use the emergency brake at all. I can't turn off the indicators. There we go. No? I don't know where I'm going. Okay, so B is emergency brake. No idea what it wants me to do. Right, so I can press A on any of these buttons and turn the hazard off. That's kind of cool, actually. I do it with the mouse as well. Oh, yeah. All these buttons are interactive. No, you can't do it with the... Okay, so with the mouse... Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. Where's the squeak? That's a dry window. Where's the squeak? Come on. Come on, devs. Put some effort in. For goodness sakes. It was making the noise like I'm changing something, but nothing's changing. Right. I've got to reach the end in 365 seconds, but not hit anything. So let's just go flat out, finger on B, do an emergency stop when we see an emergency.
Everything clear? Excellent. Now, let's add a touch of not yet dead entertainment by conjuring up a few obstacles along the way. Your mission: avoid collisions at all costs, but arrive in time. These obstacles will suddenly materialize in your path, and you will have to decide whether or not to use the emergency brake. By the way, you can't use the switches, so you will stay on track. If time runs out or you hit an obstacle, the drive will restart. Good luck. By the way, if you're wondering about Not Yet Dead, it's the name of the little game studio which Sam founded for the fantastic driving school simulator project you're currently enjoying. Pretty catchy name, don't you think? Another important feature of your tram is the sand drop. If you're going up a steep hill, or if you want to increase the friction between your steel wheels and the rails when braking, use the sand drop, and you will notice a big difference in the behavior of your tram. And use it when you start facing uphill. Without it, the tram may not move at all.
That's close. So there you go. Putting a bit of sand down, thereby giving us a bit more traction so we can get up the hill. This is fantastic. This is really, really good. This is better than Train Sim World, in my opinion. They've just got so much right here. It feels, I mean, I know it's Simcade, but then so is Train Sim World. This feels more intuitive, more visceral. It's just, I love it. I'm really enjoying it. Challenging, it's hard. But in a good way, if that makes sense. Okay, I wonder if there's a limit on how much sand you have. Whether it needs to be refilled or whatever. This game is cool and I'm still doing the tutorial. I haven't even tried driving with traffic yet. That's going to add so much more stress and complications to everything. So that's pretty groovy. Oh, it's going to be tight. Had to emergency brake that one. That was close. Okay, it takes a bit of time. How do I get the hazards off? I don't actually know. I have to press the hazard button. Headlights. Oh. I was not stopping then. The rain makes a real difference. Holy cow. Right, hazards off. So it's telling me to press left mouse button. Sorry, left D button to put windscreen wipers on, but it's actually bringing up this screen, which I suppose works, but what about the headlights? Is it the same thing? Lights on. Cannot see any difference. Ah. What's this then? Ah. Okay. Okay. Still can't see any difference, to be honest. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I've got a timer. I'm running out of time. So that's not intuitive at all. Using that menu, that's a real pain in the arse, that is. Oh, that's a big hill. I'm on full brakes here, and we're still accelerating. But because I was braking early and I put a bit of sand down, we were able to stop without using the emergency handbrake. So that's pretty cool. I'm really impressed. Hills make a difference. Rain makes a difference. Sand makes a difference. That's one thing that never really seemed to work properly for me in Train Sim World, was putting sand down. It just seemed to be completely pointless. Right, I've got 34 seconds to get past this next one. This is the last one. I think we did it. Oh, come on. Got 20 seconds to reach the end. I'm not going to do it. I was praising the game too much and it's just saying how cool it was. I'm now going to miss. I've got 10 seconds. Come on. I don't think we're going to make it. 6, 4, 3, 1. I don't know why it's missing seconds, but it is. You're going to restart me. You absolute douchebag of a game. I'm not impressed with that. I'm not impressed with that. That's the first thing that's irritated me. It shouldn't make such a good game because it distracts YouTubers and it makes us talk about the game instead of doing what you've told us to do. So I've got to do this again. And I did it perfectly. I didn't hit anything. So now I'm irritated. Now I'm speeding. Now I don't care. Now I'm like, let's get it done. Trying to look as far ahead as I can to see whether there's an obstacle coming. You can even hear the as it's dropping sand out onto the wheels, onto the tracks. That's brilliant. This game is brilliant. I cannot rate it highly enough. It just works. And like I say, I haven't even tried it with traffic yet. I'm sure that's our next mission, is traffic. Excuse me. Right, so I'm proper speeding. As long as I don't hit anything, we should be fine. Out the corner of my eye, I saw that. Much easier to brake when you're going uphill, obviously. But this is where we need the sand in order to get running. Otherwise our wheels will just spin. It really makes a difference. It's an instant change. You can see the speed. 34 miles an hour, bit of sand down. 37, 38, 39, 40. It's just brilliant. It really, really works. And you can still look around and the FPS is really good. It's really solid. Graphically, it looks fantastic. I'm liking all the trees and everything around. Bit of sand. Just to get us up to speed. Like I say, I don't know if there's a limit to how much sand you can put down. Whether it needs to be replaced after a period of time. I hope that it does, but Bus Sim 21 didn't have any of that kind of damage, repair, refuel stuff, so it's probably not going to be in the game. It's a bit of a shame for both games on that regard. Ooh. That's pretty close, wasn't it? That was pretty close. So yeah, imagine this with a HOTAS controller, head tracking on, Maybe a Cytec side panel for all the button controls. I'm not sure. I think I accidentally hit the emergency button there. I was going to say, I'm not sure if you can brake whilst that menu is open. No, you can't. So whilst the menu's open, you've got no control over the vehicle. I think I hit emergency stop there again by accident. Will it count, this one? No, it didn't count that one. So I'm going to have to get closer to it. So that's quite bad. When the menu is open, you have no control over anything. Get these hazards off. Well, I'm trying to get the windscreen wipers on, but... oh my good lord. It's a little bit sensitive. I'm trying to put it on, but you're stopping me over and over again. How long have I got? 84 seconds. Maximum acceleration, windscreen wiper. Why is it doing that? Okay, I appear to be having the same problem I was having on the last game. I cannot put the windscreen wipers on. It just won't let me. Oh, what am I talking about? It's on. For some reason I thought there was a second button. Forgive me. This is a classic example of being completely overloaded. Is that it? We've done it. Oh my god, we were so close to doing that first time. So close to doing that first time. This is superb. £16.99p comes out on the 5th of December. I highly recommend, if you like buses or trains, highly recommend you grab this. This is really, really awesome. I'm so impressed. Right, so I did driving school, and in driving school they don't put you on the road with traffic. That's crazy. Alright, so listen, that's 47 minutes, that video. I can't praise this game highly enough. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to put together a little bit of a let's play, but that will require me to calm down a bit, focus a little bit. I'd like to get the controllers set up, head tracking set up, all these kind of good things. I think that will really give a nice polish to the gameplay. Should we have just 5 minutes? Should we just do 5 minutes of driving around with traffic? There's like 3 circles at the bottom, but only 1 map. So it looks like we have to start on Angel Shores. Obviously, we play on simulation settings, realistic and unforgiving driving. No convenience features. Company name. UK Trams. Game mode. Ah, cool. So you can have story or career or sandbox. Start your career and build the most prosperous public transportation company of all times with nothing but a bit of money, all content and your skills. All vehicle stops and customizations are unlocked, but you have limited money. This is what we asked for on Bus Sim 21 before it came out, and they totally ignored me and then brought it out like 2 years after the event or 3 years after the event. So I'm glad it's in there from the beginning. I'm not going to do very well here. It's going to be difficult. In this mode you will be able to experience Tram Simulator in an open but still challenging way. You will not need to worry about unlocking stops, districts or trams. The whole city is yours, but you must keep an eye on your balance. Create profitable routes, keep your costs low and drive carefully because the passenger satisfaction has a substantial influence on your income. This is your chance to play your career to become the boss of the most prosperous public transportation company of all times and manage the fleet you always dreamed of. Use the info symbol in the UI to get more detailed information for handling this challenge. Look at my fat ass. Hey lady, how you doing? How you doing? Right. So, I mean, literally drop me in at the deep end. I don't know where to go or what to do. Oh, this is an underground tram station. That's so cool. Tram dealership. So let's just buy the basic tram. We have a look at a few of them. There's some really nice ones here. Right, acquisition 3 million. Holy cow! And I've got 6 million in the bank, so I can buy 2 of these bad boys. No, sorry, acquisition 850,000. That's 2.8 million. This one. You go with this one because I'm familiar with it. Okay, reset, settings, sender's feedback, return to main menu. Oh, so I accidentally pressed the emergency button. So if I press right, it allows me to get out of the tram. That's right on the D-pad. How do I open the door though? Oh, I can't open this one. I can only open this one. How groovy is this? I can sit in any seat I like. I guess just like bus sim, you have to press right on the D-pad to get out. So how do I create a route? That's my next question. Right, here we go. So let's go create a route. Route 1. Boop. Why can't I make that number 1? Won't let me. Okay, 1, 2. Wait. It has let me do it. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see. I see how that's not going to work. So I have to come back to here. Do I? Confused by that somewhat. Right, so if I take that off, then that's a pretty clean route, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't go very far. But I think it will work. So we'll run this at normal time. We'll run this at demand. Peak time. Okay. Apply changes. Would you like to automatically assign a vehicle? Yes, please. Good. Right. So the AI, I imagine, will just take over this tram if I don't get on it. But we're going to run it ourselves. Here we go. I don't know whether to indicate actually. Let's just go. So it's going to be a 30-mile-an-hour limit pretty much today. Just the indicating it's stressful. Okay, no passengers. That's fine. Shut the doors, hit the bell, indicate left, accelerate, hit the wing mirror. Oh, to see how it changed to the right? I think that's a little bit finicky. I think possibly the D-pad might be better for changing lanes because it's a bit more definitive. That lady just walked over that plinth. Okay, the AI are mental. That's good to know. Coming up to our second stop. Nobody here. Maybe that's a good thing. Although we're not going to make any money by transporting nobody, are we? Ring the bell. You're too late, according to schedule. If you're 300 seconds late, you're considered out of hours. Really? That's the first time I've stayed in the cab. I'll tell you what. Just adding traffic has just increased the stress load astronomically. I think I'm going to get told off there. He just jumped a red light. Oh, it's a red light up there. I thought it was for here. Alright, don't judge me. This is hard. Wait till you try it. Is this a stop? I'm not sure if it's a stop. No, it's not a stop. Just saw a car vanish in front of my very eyes there. It's not too cool.
City Hall North. Last stop.
Oh, totally missed it. Totally missed it. I reached the end of the route. I'm late. I think I got 2 stars for that. Wow. This is tricky. This really is tricky, but really good at the same time. I kind of like watching it in third-person mode as well. In third-person mode, you can see further ahead, which makes it a bit easier to pick your direction, like changing the points and stuff. Woohoo! Passengers, look. We did it! We actually got some passengers. We are legendary. I recognize this. This is so damn cool. But I have to admit, I am stressed out. Completely stressed out. This is hard. Passenger needs to get off. Okay. So much the same as Bus Sim 21. I didn't think trams were allowed to stop and drop people off anywhere they liked. I thought there was a rule, but yeah. Much like Bus Sim 21, it's got all the same sort of functionality and components and stuff. It's just way cooler. It's so much cooler than Bus Sim 21. I don't really know why. We're back where we started.
My uncle once saw a big spider on a tram.
Nobody wants to get off here. Nobody wants to get off here. This is absolutely brilliant. Can I check their tickets? You can. Yeah, you can see their
I
tickets.
took my kids to the planetarium last weekend. They loved it.
Fantastic. Honestly, guys, I don't know if this is going to be released at the same time on Bus Sim 21 as it is on this, but this is fantastic. This is really, really good. I've really enjoyed it. Massive thumbs up. Few little things I'd like to see changed, but I've highlighted that. Other than that, I think it's brilliant. What do you think? That's the most important thing. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment telling me what you think of the game. I'd really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye for now.
Chicken just crossed the road.